been a constant endeavor at Apollo Speciality Hospitals OMR to make sure all the patients get best-in-class treatment, and we have successfully delivered that in the last 6 years. We've been able to do this because we have a team of doctors which is best in class. What we've done, and today our team of doctors will take you through, is something which is not less than a miracle. I would now request Dr. Roopesh, Dr. Pratheema and Dr. Deva to please come on the stage and take all us through. Please.
Here to present his story through. Can I have these slides on? And the slides also. So he was a construction worker from Bihar. He was 20-year-old. He was one among many people working for a big construction site in Perungudi. And by afternoon, he had a fall from 17th floor. I just show you, take you through the pictures. Next slide, please. Previous. Yeah. So, fall from height is something terrible, and we know that by medical literature, any fall more than 60 feet, that is 20 meters, is unsurvivable. So there is no, the 100% mortality of people who fall above 60 feet. Less than 60 feet, they can go through that. So there is a medical literature, and we did a lot of homework on this. And this gentleman had a fall from 200 feet. It was almost from the 17th floor. And so by afternoon, there was construction going on. He was working for the AC. Plantation was happening in the 17th floor. And by mistake, he slipped over a rope and then had a fall from 17th floor. He was wearing all the PPEs, the protective equipments, and when falling, he tore through on the left side. Multiple TNT bars were all protruding. He tore through that on the left side, and on 5th floor, he landed. For a rubble madri, that is like the heap of wood, multiple. So he fell on that. But that people around it. He didn't know what was happening. People from other floors, they rushed him down, and then we saw that he was unconscious. So the exact mechanism how he fell down, nobody saw. It was only after he fell down. So he was among the woods, and he fell on the right side, the bleeding. Next slide, please. So this was the way we presumed that he had a fall. So probably he fell on the right side, and then he hit. By the time he fell down, our helmet was there. So he banged his head. First he landed probably on the legs, and then so he fell on his right side, and he had sustained injuries. Next slide. So within 5 minutes, we were luckily on just nearby the construction site, so they rushed him to the casualty, and our emergency team doctors received him. Next slide. So he was in unresponsive state, and we can see that the full face was swollen, bleeding everywhere from the mouth, and open wounds in the head, and we can see huge swelling on the neck side, both sides, and the leg pictures in there, both leg and it was piercing through the skin, and it was showing there, and he was like this. So immediately our emergency team doctors sucked in all the blood, beat pulse from the feeble, and immediately they took him and then resuscitated with IV fluids, rush money. Main thing was airway protection, because they couldn't have the visibility because the full bleeding it was, but they managed to suck the blood and then secure the airway as a priority so that it doesn't desaturate. Because that in the initial moments, that is very, very important that oxygen has to be immediately given. So that was done by brilliantly by our emergency team, and rush பண்ணிட்டு or immediate scanner கூட்டிட்டு போக முடியல because it was pulseless, BP was very feeble. So நிறைய blood கொடுத்து அவரை resuscitate பண்ணி அங்கே அல்ட்ராசவுண்ட் மட்டும் பண்ணி மேஜர் ஆன்கோயிங் ப்ளீடிங் ஏதாவது இருக்குன்னு பார்த்துட்டு இல்லைன்னு அப்புறம் ஸ்டெபிலைஸ் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் சிடி ஸ்கேன் ஷிஃப்ட் பண்ணோம். And once he was stable, CT was just next door to our emergency room. Luckily, so we didn't have much time. And so this was the CT scan of the head. We can see that. So பெரிய crack இங்க இருந்தது. And also you can see that the whole face, multiple நிறைய injuries, face full of fracture இருந்தது. And we can see that, you can see full on the front side full small bits of bones. It was broken like that. And you can see that large cut on the head. It was coming on the major cut. And we can see that multiple facial fractures in here. But full there are no bones at all there. And on the left side, we can see the huge hematoma. On the left side, and the spinal cord cut because of the avulsion injury, brachial plexus injury. And if the brain MRI, the left side is swelling, usually the right side left side contractu injury. So the force is but the contractu injury left side, left side the brain swelling and injuries. And this is the liver. The liver is a clot and the right side kidney is a blood clot and hemoperitoneum. And we can see the fractured legs. Both bones, both legs. The fracture, we can see that how the bones are protruding outside. The skin appears funny. So we call it as a compound fracture. Stop moving. Yeah. So immediately we found an emergency team doctors who can manage this. So by myself, our intensivist Dr. Pratheema, Dr. Devachandran Jayakumar, and intensivist Dr. Ashwin, immediate orthopedician Dr. Damodaran and his team, plastic surgeon Dr. Rohini, and facial maxillary surgeon Dr. Nathan. We all found immediately strategized the plan. First we took him to the ICU. We started him on ventilation or oxygenation, BP maintained on a brain injury because it was a severe head injury. So we wanted to maintain his saturation, everything, stabilize. Then we thought about managing. So first step, the compound lower limb fractures, first POP put stabilize so that the lower limb gangrene first thing what we did is external fixation. External fixation tracheostomy. So that breathing overall ventilation. So we put a tracheostomy and then continued ventilation. Stabilize, he was slowly improving. And then next stage, the multiple facial fractures, facial maxillary surgery, we fixed it up. And so by the time it was almost 2 weeks, he was slowly recovering. He started to breathe, started to open his eyes, and the brain swelling, and then we could successfully take him out of the ventilation. But the next big challenge was fever. You can see some multiple compound injury and the multiple facial injuries, 20 days in the ICU, multiple lines tracheostomy. So sepsis is a major killer in the prolonged killer. So antibiotic, the cultures corresponding to the infectious disease of the Nambi was involved, and he managed all the infectious part. And then successfully over 2-3 weeks, we could step down ICU. And then we continued the medical management, and slowly he recovered. During the recovery phase, what we had slowly he started regaining, he started shouting, screaming, and agitation, post-traumatic syndrome. So it was very difficult to manage him in the ward, and suddenly he used to cry, jump up, and a psychiatrist was involved, counseling medications soft. So now it's almost 3 months, and now he is able to walk. 2 days back only, first time we brought him out, the wound healed into this, so we made him walk, he's able to walk, he's able to sleep now normally, he's taking normal food. I just go through the next series of things. So finally, Nalla heal into the wound. The tracheostomy, now he's breathing by himself. Yeah, so brain swelling, Nalla heal. After brain swelling, he's now recovering sensorium also. So this was the fracture fixed for same fracture nails. Plastic surgeon was also involved. This is the pictures, the facial fractures, multiple. The screw reported, stabilized funny. Now he's able to bite well, eat. Multiple screw fixation. Cosmetic also, he is a young person, so we need to bring him. It's not just for survival, it is survivorship. So we need to bring him back to his normal life with a good cosmetic outcome also. So this is the medical and the hemoperitonеum, liver injury, kidney injury, Dr. M.D Kumar and gastrosurgeon. They medically managed. So there was no need of any surgery for the abdomen. And this was the psychiatrist involvement, fever spikes. And then he developed severe spasticity in the lower limbs. Upon the intraspinal injection could the spasticity control funny. So finally, start moving. So now 3 months now, with the aggressive physiotherapy, rehabilitation, he's still at the hospital. No, because we have become our pet now, and like a celebrity. So all sisters and all did a very tremendous good job. he almost became like a child. Now he's slowly becoming better. And so this is the first time, or can you play this video? So the first time after the lower limb, fracture heal agi, the limping but he was able to walk. Our physiotherapist, Mr. Murali and Samyukta, they did a very phenomenal job. So at the stage they brought him with an aggressive physiotherapy, and he was taking food, normal sleep habits, and finally, so this is his picture. Tiny sleep wound was healed. Almost healed. Scan was recorded. So there's a problem. Sometimes the harder we fall, the stronger we rise. So I thank all my colleagues and team members who made this. I would say it's a miracle because somebody falling from first sight, as we saw him, we thought we will not make it. Falling, he was unconscious, bleeding, no BP, no pulse. But then I think it's really a miracle, and I thank our intensivists who did a very phenomenal job to get him a new normal life, and now he's all set to go back to his native place this weekend, and is ready to join his family. They are excited and wishing to join with him soon. I invite Dr. Pratheema to share a few words about this intensive care management.
Occasion, this is an occasion to celebrate. ரொம்ப மோசமான ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட், பட் இன்னைக்கு அதை செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா இது எல்லாரோட கூட்டு முயற்சி, டீம் ஒர்க். அப்போலோ ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் ஹேட் டன் இட்ஸ் மேஜிக் ஒன்ஸ் மோர். ஸோ டாக்டர் ரூபேஷ் எல்லாமே சொன்னாங்க, எல்லா டீட்டெயில்ஸும் சொன்னாங்க. ஸோ I thank him for his contribution too. He had done a very phenomenal work. We had been working as a team. Team அப்படின்னா வெறும் வார்த்தைகள் மட்டும் இல்லை. Team consists only of doctors, all the nurses, technicians, physiotherapists, everybody there, including housekeeping. So everybody has done their job. That's why this man is walking today. So literally, sonda kaalala thiruppi kondu vandirukom. Alright. So I want to wish him all the best for his future. And in spite of our COVID work, this was also happening. I also thank the lab people. Avangalo vandu investigations, blood ellame kodutanaala we could manage even better. So thank you everybody. I take this occasion to thank all the team members. Thank you.
பத்தி என்னோட colleagues ரெண்டு பேரும் பேசினாங்க. உயரத்துல இருந்து இந்த மாதிரி அதிகப்படியான உயரம் இல்லை அப்படின்னா கூட உயரத்துல இருந்து யாராவது விழுந்தாங்கன்னா சுத்தி இருக்கிறவங்க என்ன பண்ணணும், அது ரொம்ப முக்கியம் இல்லையா? இவர் எங்க சைட் பக்கத்துல இருந்தாரு, 10 நிமிஷத்துல கூட்டின்னு வந்துட்டாங்க, எங்களால எல்லாம் பண்ண முடியுது. தூரமா இருக்கு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல், ஒரு 2வது மாடியிலிருந்து ஒரு 2 மாசத்துக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு லேடி அவங்களோட ஓன் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் சைட்டு போய் பார்க்கும்பொழுது இன்னும் செவரு கட்டலை, அவங்க பார்த்துருக்கும் போது திரும்பும் போது தவறி விழுந்துட்டாங்க செங்கல் மேல. அவங்க வீடு நன்மங்கலம், அங்கிருந்து வர்றதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் நேரம் ஆகும் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல. அந்த நேரத்துல என்ன பண்ணணும் பார்க்குறவங்க, சுத்தி இருக்கிறவங்க? முக்கியமான விஷயம் என்னன்னா அப்படியே தூக்கக்கூடாது, அதுதான் முக்கியம். ஏன்னா தலை அடிபட்டிருக்கலாம், கழுத்து அடிபட்டிருக்கலாம், முக்கியமா ஸ்பைனல் கார்டு அடிபட்டிருக்கலாம், கால் எலும்புகள்லாம் உடஞ்சிருந்தது அப்படின்னாக்கா ரத்தம் நிறைய போகலாம். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நேரத்தில் எல்லாருமா சேர்ந்து ஒருத்தர் ஒரு கை இன்னொருத்தர் ஒரு கை கால் அப்படி தூக்கிறதுக்கு பதில் எல்லாரும் ஒன்னா சேர்ந்து ஒரு கட்டையை எப்படி தூக்குவோம் ஒரே மாதிரி லாக், அது மாதிரி அங்கே ஏதாவது போர்டு ஏதாவது கிடச்சிதுன்னா அது மேலே அப்படியே ஜென்டிலாக தூக்கி வச்சு ஆம்புலன்ஸ் கூப்பிட்டுன்னு வர்றது தான் சரியானது. அந்த நன்மங்கத்தில் விழுந்த அம்மா கார்ல சுருட்டி போட்டு கூட்டிட்டு இருந்தாங்க பின்னாடி. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு ஸ்பைனல் கார்டு உடஞ்சிருந்தது அப்படின்னாக்கா அது அந்த டேமேஜ் ஜாஸ்தியாக தான் ஆகும். நாம் அதை பெருசுப்படுத்திடுவோம். அதை பத்திரமா அப்படியே ஒரு கிளாஸ் பீஸ் எல்லாம் எப்படி எடுத்து பத்திரமா வச்சு எடுத்துன்னு வருவோமோ அது மாதிரி ஒரு போர்டு மேலே அவங்களை வச்சு எடுத்துன்னு வந்தாக்கா அது அவங்களை காப்பாற்றுறதுக்கான அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்பைனல் கார்டெலாம் உடஞ்சி அடிபட்டு இருந்தாலும் அதை ரிகவர் பண்ணுறதுக்கான வாய்ப்புகள் நிறைய. அசலாமல் ஆடாமல் எடுத்துன்னு வந்தோம்னா ப்ளீடிங்கும் அதிகமாக ஆகாது. இப்போ அவங்க கால் உடஞ்சிருந்ததுன்னா நீங்கள் அதை மடக்கும் பொழுது இன்னும் அது ஓப்பன் ஆகி இன்னும் ஜாஸ்தியாக தான் ப்ளீட் ஆகும். ஸோ அது ரொம்ப முக்கியமானது. விழுந்தாங்க அப்படின்னா அப்படியே ஓடி போய் தூக்குறது, நான் விழுந்துட்டாங்க அப்படின்னு நம்ம போய் தூப்பா அப்படின்னு தூக்குவோம். ஆனால் இதை ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். நாம் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு உதவி பண்ணணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறோம், அதே சமயத்தில் உபத்திரவம் பண்ணிடக்கூடாது அப்படின்றத ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறது முக்கியம். அது மட்டும்தான் நான் சொல்ல விரும்புகிறேன். தேங்க்யூ.
डॉक्टर संदीप बहुत बढ़िया दवाई चलाई, सब कुछ इलाज हुआ, ठीक है, अभी सब ठीक है, कुछ आके वो आ जाएगा पीसीयू में.
So they are happy with the medications and the course of treatment, very satisfied, thankful to all the doctors and the hospital.